Not everyone is destined for greatness, but those who are chosen carry a unique sign that sets them apart from the rest of the world. If you recognize this sign, it means you're part of a rare group with a purpose far greater than you may realize. In this video, we'll uncover unique signs that are often associated with chosen ones. As we discuss each sign, reflect on your own experiences. You may find that some of these resonate with you in unexpected ways. With that, let's dive in. Sign 1. Unexplainable synchronicities. Let's begin with one of the most intriguing signs, unexplainable synchronicities. These are those uncanny coincidences that seem too meaningful to be random chance. For chosen ones, these synchronicities occur with startling frequency, often leaving them in awe of the universe's mysterious workings. Imagine you're thinking about an old friend you haven't spoken to in years, and suddenly they pull you out of the blue. Or perhaps you keep seeing the same unusual symbol everywhere you go, only to discover later that it holds a significant meaning in your spiritual journey. These are the types of synchronicities that chosen ones experience regularly. But it's not just about the frequency of these events, it's about their profound impact and the messages they seem to carry. Chosen ones often find that these synchronicities guide them towards important decisions or reveal crucial insight about their life path. For instance, you might repeatedly encounter the same quote from a spiritual text, each time in a different context, until you finally realize its deep relevance to a challenge you're facing. Or you could find yourself consistently meeting people who possess the exact knowledge or skills you need at that moment in your life. These synchronicities serve as a sort of cosmic nudge, gently guiding chosen ones along their spiritual path. They're like breadcrumbs left by the universe, leading towards greater understanding and purpose. If you find yourself consistently experiencing these meaningful coincidences, it might be a sign that you are tuned to a higher spiritual frequency. Sign 2. Hate and empathic abilities. Moving on to our second sign, we encounter a trait that often sets chosen ones apart: hate and empathic abilities. This goes beyond simply being a good listener or feeling sympathy for others. Chosen ones often experience empathy on a visceral, almost psychic level. You might find yourself absorbing the emotions of those around you, feeling their joy, pain, or anxiety as if it were your own. This can be overwhelming at times, especially in crowded places or during emotionally charged situations. You might walk into a room and instantly sense the mood picking up by underlying tensions or unspoken feelings is heightened. Empathy isn't limited to humans. Chosen ones often feel a deep connection to animals and even plants, sensing their needs and feelings in ways others might not understand. You might find yourself drawn to rescue animals or feeling compelled to nurture plants that others have given up on. But this gift comes with its challenges. You might struggle to differentiate between your own emotions and those you're picking up from others. You could feel drained after social interactions, needing time alone to recharge and recenter yourself. However, with practice and awareness, this empathic ability can become a powerful tool for healing and understanding. You might find yourself naturally drawn to healing professions or roles where you can use your empathy to help others. Your ability to truly understand and connect with others on a deep level can make you a beacon of compassion in a world that often feels disconnected. Sign 3. Vivid prophetic dreams. The realm of dreams holds particular significance for chosen ones, bringing us to our third sign: vivid prophetic dreams. These aren't your ordinary easily forgotten dreams. Instead, they're intense, colorful, and often laden with symbolic meaning. You might find yourself waking up with a clear memory of your dreams, feeling as though you've lived through another life. While sleeping, these dreams often carry messages or warnings about future events. Perhaps you dream of a place you've never been, only to visit it months later and experience an eerie sense of déjà vu, or you might dream of a conversation with a loved one only to have that exact exchange in real life. Soon after, chosen ones often report dreams that feel more real than reality itself. You might encounter spirit guides or departed loved ones in these dreams, receiving wisdom or comfort that stays with you long after you wake. Some chosen ones even experience lucid dreaming, where they're aware they're dreaming and can control the dreams. Direction: these prophetic dreams aren't always literal. They often speak in the language of symbols and metaphors, requiring interpretation and reflection. You might dream of a storm only to face a period of emotion in your waking life, or you could dream of flying, symbolizing a coming period of freedom or spiritual growth. For chosen ones, dreams become a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. They're a source of guidance, inspiration, and sometimes even warnings. If you find your dream life becoming increasingly vivid and meaningful, it might be a sign of your awakening spiritual gifts. Sign 4: ability to communicate with spirit guides. A final sign brings us to one of the most profound spiritual experiences, the ability to communicate with spirit guides. This isn't about seeing ghosts or hearing disembodied voices. Rather, it's about developing a clear two-way communication with non-physical beings who are here to guide and support your spiritual journey. As a chosen one with this ability, you might start by sensing a presence around you, feeling as though you're never truly alone. Over time, this may evolve into receiving clear messages or impressions from your guides. These communications can come in various forms, as thoughts that don't feel like your own, as vivid imagery during meditation, or even as physical sensations that carry specific meanings. You might find that you have multiple spirit guides, each with their own energy signature, an area of expertise. Some might be with you throughout your life, while others may appear during specific phases or to help with particular challenges. This ability often develops gradually. You might start by asking your guides for signs and receiving subtle responses. As your connection strengthens, you may be able to engage in more direct communication, receiving guidance on important life decisions or insight into your spiritual path. Chosen ones with this ability often serve as bridges between the physical and spiritual realms. You might find yourself naturally drawn to practices like channeling, mediumship, or spiritual counseling. Even if you don't pursue these professionally, you may often find yourself sharing wisdom from your guides with others who need it. Remember, communication with spirit guides is a sacred responsibility. It requires discernment, grounding, and a commitment to your own spiritual growth. Your guides are here to support your journey, not to control it or make decisions for you. Sign 5: ability to see auras. The 5th sign we'll explore is one that often surprises and sometimes even startles those who experience it: the ability to see auras. Auras are the energy fields that surround all living things, invisible to most but perceptible to those with heightened spiritual sensitivity. If you're a chosen one with this ability, you might start noticing colorful halos or outlines around people, animals, or even plants. These colors aren't physical. They're energetic imprints that reflect the emotional, physical, and spiritual state of the being you're observing. At first, you might dismiss these visions as tricks of the light or imagine you're seeing things, but as the experiences become more frequent and detailed, you'll start to recognize patterns. You might notice that certain colors correspond to specific emotions or health conditions. For instance, you could consistently see a vibrant blue around calm, peaceful individuals, or a murky gray around those who are ill or depressed. This ability often develops gradually. You might start by sensing the energy of others without actually seeing colors. Over time, with practice and openness, the visual aspect may become clearer. Some chosen ones report seeing auras as vivid, multi-layered fields of light, while others perceive them More as SLE shifts in the air around a person, the ability to see auras can be both a gift and a challenge. It provides invaluable insights into the well-being of others and can be a powerful tool for healing and understanding. However, it can also be overwhelming, especially in crowded places where you're surrounded by a kaleidoscope of energies. If you find yourself developing this ability, remember to ground yourself regularly and practice shielding techniques to manage the influx of energy. Information sign 6. Inexplicable physical sensations. Our sixth sign brings us into the realm of the physical body and its connection to spiritual energies. Chosen ones often experience inexplicable physical sensations that seem to have no apparent cause. You might feel sudden warmth or tingling in your hands or feet, especially when you're in a meditative state. Or when you're thinking about spiritual matters, some chosen ones report feeling of pressure or tingling sensation in their third eye area, the center of the forehead, or at the crown of their head. These sensations aren't just random bodily quirks. They're often indicators of energy movement or spiritual awakening. For instance, a tingling spine might signify the activation of Kundalini energy, while warmth in the hands could indicate developing healing abilities. You might also experience sudden chills or goosebumps, especially when you're in places with strong spiritual energy or when you're receiving important insights. Some chosen ones describe feeling like electricity is running through their body during moments of spiritual connection or revelation. These physical sensations can be subtle or intense, fleeting or prolonged. They might occur during meditation, while you're out in nature, or even in the middle of everyday activities. The key is that they don't have a clear physical cause and often coincide with moments of spiritual significance. It's important to note that while these sensations are usually harmless and even beneficial, they can be disconcerting if you don't understand what's happening. If you're experiencing these phenomena, it's a sign to pay attention to your body and its connection to spiritual energies. These sensations are your body's way of confirming your spiritual experiences and guiding you towards greater awareness. Signs: frequent encounters with repeating numbers. As we move to our seventh sign, we enter the intriguing world of numerology and its spiritual significance. Chosen ones often report frequent encounters with repeating numbers, also known as angel numbers. You might find yourself constantly looking at the clock at exactly or noticing the number Sambike Sensor San appearing everywhere on license plates, receipts, or page numbers. These aren't mere coincidences. They believe to be messages from the spiritual realm. Each number sequence carries its own vibration and meaning. For instance, Ibite Isari is often associated with manifestation and Yawd beginnings, while Sibai Sisursu is thought to signify protection and encouragement. As a chosen one, you might find that certain number sequences appear to you more frequently than others, carrying personal messages meant specifically for you. These numerical synchronicities often occur at pivotal moments in your life. You might see a significant number sequence right before making an important decision or during times of doubt or confusion. They serve as gentle reminders that you're on the right path, or as nudges to pay attention to your thoughts and surroundings. Chosen ones often develop an intuitive understanding of these number messages over time. You might find yourself naturally drawn to study numerology or to explore the deeper meanings behind the numbers you encounter. Remember, the significance lies not just in these numbers, but in your awareness and interpretation of them. It's about recognizing the dialogue between you and the universe, understanding that these numerical patterns are a form of spiritual communication. Consistently noticing these numerical patterns, take it as a sign to tune in more deeply to the messages the universe is sending you. Sign 8, strong connection to nature. Our ninth sign brings us back to our roots, quite literally. Chosen ones often experience a profound and inexplicable connection to nature that goes beyond simply enjoying outdoor activities. You might Find yourself feeling more alive and energized when you're in natural settings. Trees, plants, and even rocks might seem to communicate with you on a subtle level. You could have an uncanny ability to predict weather changes or sense the health of plants just by being near them. This connection into nature often manifests as a deep sense of responsibility towards the environment. You might feel physical or emotional distress when witnessing environmental destruction or experience a compelling urge to protect and nurture the natural world. Chosen ones with this sign often report extraordinary experiences in nature. You might find that animals are unusually drawn to you, or that you can calm agitated creatures with your presence. Some chosen ones describe feeling energy currents in the earth, or being able to sense ley lines and other natural energy patterns. This connection to nature can also influence your spiritual practices. You might find that your meditations are deeper and more profound when done outdoors. Natural objects like crystals, feathers, or leaves might carry special significance for you, serving as tools for spiritual growth and healing. Many chosen ones with this sign feel called to work with nature in some capacity, whether through environmental conservation, landscape design, or nature-based healing practices. Even if your career isn't directly related to nature, you likely find ways to incorporate natural elements into your daily life and spiritual practice. This strong connection to nature serves as a constant reminder of our interconnectedness with all life, grounding chosen ones in the physical world, while also connecting them to higher spiritual realms. Not all chosen ones will experience all of these signs, and experiencing one or more doesn't automatically make you a chosen one. These signs are guideposts inviting you to explore your spiritual potential, and if you found yourself resonating out to many of these signs, take a moment to reflect on what this means for your life journey. How can you honor these gifts? How can you use them to bring more light into the world? Now I ask you to take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. Which of these signs resonated with you? Have you had experiences that weren't mentioned here but feel spiritually significant? If you're feeling overwhelmed by some of these experiences or signs, know that it's completely normal. Awakening to your spiritual gifts can be both exhilarating and challenging. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate this path. Remember, your spiritual journey is unique. Trust your intuition, stay open to guidance, and don't be afraid to seek support when you need it. Whether you identify with one sign or all, so know that you're exactly where you need to be on your path. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the signs of chosen ones. If you found value in this video, please consider liking and subscribing to support more content like this. Until next time, may your path be illuminated with love and wisdom.